Check, check, check. Checky, check, check, check. Alright, I'm back. Just another day of fixing broken stuff. We've got some interesting things on deck today. Sort of. Gonna be getting this PS4 I've got waiting on, or I had waiting on some parts for. Rather, this is a PS4 Slim. And I just need to throw an HDMI port on this one, hopefully. It is missing. So it is missing a couple of components on the back, but I don't think they're 100% needed. So we're going to go with just doing a port swap to try and see if we can get that to work. And if not, we will go ahead and replace. Oh, look at that. Ooh, that's not good. Well, that pad had lifted up, it looks like. So we are most likely going to lose that one. I didn't notice that. That's weird. Well, that's not a huge deal. These are just basically just there for support. So I'm not too worried about it. I mean, these are all fine. That's fine. Let's zoom this out a little bit. But you can see, like, right here, there's supposed to be a diode and a capacitor, and they were knocked off by the time I got to it, so that's fun. But anyway, we're going to just go ahead and we're going to get this port installed. Hopefully that's all I need. If not, I'm just going to have to. I know that the Zener the diode's a 24-volt Zener diode, and I have the part number for that. The capacitor, unfortunately, I don't really know the value for, so I'm trying to get that because I bet you it's probably it's either a 110 or a 47 microfarad capacitor. So I'm assuming that's what that is. You know, Lord knows. But I've got plenty of those if that's the case. And we'll just, I guess I've got to. Stupid frickin' thing is just being a pain in my butt. Let's get some more flux on this. It's usually glops up because of the flux. I might have to add a little bit more solder. Let's just go ahead and do that. Okay, hit the end there. Need just a little bit of a touch up on the end. We're okay. Doesn't really need to be perfect. Just to no bridges and come on. There we go. All right, that'll work. I don't need to be perfect with this shit, honestly. It just basically needs to. Oh, let's say I'm out of alcohol somehow. Just cleaned up and just take a quick look at it. Might have to do another touch up or two with the soldering iron. Probably should have raised the temp on that. a bunch. These thick boards are a real pain in the butt, honestly. And I have my iron set to be working on switches, so it's not really expecting to be so thick. That's alright, not a huge deal. Right, just clean off all this burnt, crappy flux. Take a look. Yeah, it's a little rough looking, but we got enough solder on there. And then once I once I heat from the bottom and get that port down, then we'll be okay. It'll even itself out, so to speak. Just gonna go ahead and verify that we're okay there. We should be okay. So essentially we're just gonna lean this board off the edge of the table here. Now the problem that I have is I still have yet to properly hook up the power supply for my microscope, so there we go. Dang thing often wants to let's do this. I'm going to use, this should be heavier, eh? Yeah, okay, we got enough room there. I'll get rid of this menu for y'all. Focus up real quick. Should be fine. Like I said, once I flow it down. Now I screwed up because I mistakenly thought that the Slims and the Fats shared the same HDMI port, but learned the hard way that they have a different design per model. So I had to wait on these to arrive from eBay because I'm pretty lazy here. Okay. Yeah, that's looking good. And then if I grab some tweezers, I should just be able to push down. Okay, yeah, we're fine. Now that rip pad on the other side is another story. And now we're gonna bump the temp up here. We're gonna go to 460 on this one. Actually, you know, the funny thing is that I want to turn this off and do this again. I'm going to remove the tip. Still haven't figured out how to use the tool that they provide to do this with, so I have to do it by hand. Remove the tip simply because it gives me more air, more surface area. The tip will focus it a little bit too much for me. And I kind of want to spread the heat out a little bit more. So we got that going. Oh, shit. Okay, we're good. So we're going to just, we're going to heat from the bottom. Do like a 60% airflow, I think should be fine. Basically, all right. Give that a go. Quick little look-see. Thinking we might have a loose pin or two, but actually kind of wetted down pretty nice. Now I probably should come in here in a little bit of flux, but these look pretty good. So we're gonna flip the board around here. Flip it around, and then put my parts back away. This way I can have it on a little bit more stable surface. So let's just do this. Clean up some space. These boards are a little bit bigger than I'm used to working with. Okay. So we got the HDMI port right here. Ooh, okay, so let's get you back into focus. And looking pretty good. Really no major complaints so far. But basically, again, you know, if you're not familiar, see how that pin's loose? And that's not, that's fine, that's fine. Fine, 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 fine. Yeah. Now we do have a pin right here too that is really kind of difficult to see. Now if we lift the board up some. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. So it was really just this third pin right here, which sucks because that one's actually connected to something. So, but I think I should be able to. Of course, it's the one that's literally blocked by pin here. Now, let's just take a look at this real quick. We'll get back to that pin here. See, this is the pad that I knew this was going to happen, but we can sort of make this work. And then what I might do, once I get this all kind of coated in solder, might come in with a little bit of some conformal coating here and just strengthen it a little bit. Again, the pad's not really needed. It's just a, you know, ground mounting pad, so it's not hugely important. It's just kind of a anal retentive thing here. So now I really wish, I guess I could just do it like this. So it's the third one from the left that we're looking at here. So let's just go ahead and give you a little love. Not my favorite way of doing this, honestly. I might just go ahead and reheat from the bottom. Ah, it's still a mess. Okay, let's grab this solder blob real fast. Guess we can hit you with a little bit of flux and see if maybe that might help some. Oh man, it's going to drive me nuts until I fix it. Don't need much in there, but let's get a good cleaning on that tip so we don't drag any more excess solder in there. It's a little bit bigger than I want, but okay, that might have done it. Yep. You can see she's not moving now. Just do one more quick little solid test. Yeah, perfect. Just need to tap a-roo. All right. Not too shabby. Only one pin needing a little extra love there, so let's go ahead and just kind of do a little cleanup real quick. Now the issue with this board was it is another white light of death, and if you're not familiar, a white light of death is actually not really a light of death. Generally, in most cases, it's just either a bad HDMI port or this chip right here, which is the HDMI encoder. That does sometimes go. Now there is a retimer, which I don't know, is that the Wi-Fi right there? I think that's the Wi-Fi. Yeah, that's a Wi-Fi module. So they used to have on the other boards, on the FATs, there was another Panasonic HDMI chip. I don't see that anymore. Some 12-volt line stuff. All those MOSFETs right there. I think that's the BIOS, maybe. Not too sure. But yeah, we were looking okay. Those were all non-pops as far as I could tell. Let's see, this inner diode, I think is the same one that goes in the back. So anyway, I got this in, and this one, I was getting a unsupported video signal, and while the port did look okay, it was jacked up. It's hard to say. It was like the plastic in the back of these things. See the black plastic here? It was canted and pushed out. So I think someone dropped it. Let's check them for bridges real quick. Good. So I think somebody dropped this, and yes, Felchi, I've got your PS4 fixed, and I should be able to ship that for you for next week. I was waiting on controller stuff for you, and now that I got controllers, we can talk about shipping. No, that's not good. I just had screws just fall off, so I'm not sure what that came from. But I don't want to lose it. That is definitely belonging to this. Okay, so here's the power supply. Does this have a 5-volt line on it? It does. I just don't know what I did with it now. Oh, that's where it came from. Okay. Well, my dumbass didn't put those into a bag. And I probably should have. So I am apparently missing, or it is still attached somewhere else, the 5-volt supply line for this. So these are, oh shoot, damn it, that is not good. God dang it. I guess I did not fasten this bag well enough, and that's why all these screws are out. Son of a bitch. Okay, well, we gotta do a little screw hunting now. Okay, actually, you know what I can do? power of magnets. So I think all these go back in here. I'm just kind of sucking up all these screws here that spilled out of this bag. Which, if you haven't heard me bitch about this in prior weeks, Sony is a very big fan of... Oh Lord, that is not good. I'm having a bad day, folks, already. Oh, son of a bitch. I just literally just dropped this entire bag of screws in my lap. Thankfully, most of them caught up. Okay. Drop one of them, which is most likely going to be gone now, which feels great. Okay, and as I was saying, Sony is a very big fan of using 8 bajillion effing screws when they don't need to. Okay. So I gotta hope and pray that none of those screws went any further than they did. I want to pick up all the rest of them that are sitting on this heat shield right here and get them in their home. Which I know you guys can't really see, but... Okay. Okay. So we are probably going to be short one screw. We'll take a quick look around in a minute. Sometimes they pop up pretty quick. That one was pretty tiny, so I don't hold out much hope for it, to be quite honest. And right now things are not too clean down here. Lots of wires. So yeah, I'm not seeing anything immediately. Crud. Well, that sucks. Well, note to self, make sure your goddamn screw bags are fastened. Okay, so we're going to attempt to see if I can get this to boot. So the hard drive, there we go. Oh, well, should go just like this, maybe. Oh, look at that. So those are either screws I missed or screws that got knocked from somewhere else. Right, let's pull you out again. This is the old HDMI port. Thank God I saw that. I don't want to lose this thermal pad. I've got plenty, I just hate losing them. And go right here, I'm guessing. So we're going to just do a very quick light hookup. Just got to go in the other way. Sometimes these boards are very specific with how they want you to insert them. And this one, I think, wants you to put the ports in first, like so. There we go. And then we can just kind of squish the ribbons out. Looking good there. Looking good there. All right. You a flap? No, you're a flap. Okay. And I think the rest of you guys just slide in with friction. Another friction guy right here. Now, surprisingly, these ribbon cables are pretty easy to deal with. So I got another PS4 in this week. Or was it? I got that one in last week. I can't remember. And that one came to me as no power. And I think that is going to be the last time I ever buy a straight no power PS4, because yet again it was a roach motel. Well, there was obvious signs of insect infestation. I found one dead roach in there, and I have to rebuild the power supply, and the damn thing was literally ripped to shreds and not put back together, so it's missing all these screws and just, yeah, it was frustrating. I got the boot though, which I had to replace the main power button, just like I did on the one I'm about to sell to Mr. Felch Godrod over here. So basically I'm looking. So this is the power and Wi-Fi, and I'm looking for the IPX connector for this thing, and I'm blind and not seeing it. Oh, shoot. Well, I'm not even done. Damn it. I don't even know why I'm doing this. I've got to fill in those ground holes like an idiot. But while I'm here, oh, there it is. Okay, I found it. All right, let's just undo all the work I just did. Thankfully, I didn't screw anything in, because that would have sucked. And this guy, I remember last time, was a real pain in the butt to get out. There we go. Okay, and then I can just lift. So, alrighty. See, there's still screws in there. God dang it. I'm going to have to pull the whole fucking thing apart. Now, are these? No, they're not. I think these are actual fucking screws. Those are, yeah, I believe these are black screws. Okay, so I am in need of doing a lot more work than I thought I was going to have to do. Alright, well, let's get these ground holes filled in. I know some folks prefer filling them in before they mount the HDMI. I'm a big fan of not doing that. Okay. So this one only lets me boost to 450. I wanted to put a little bit of extra heat, because these ground planes are just, oh, just lost my microscope somehow. Weird. Well, that was weird. Power surge or something? This tube of Amtech is almost done. And I've got a gigantic tube of more Amtech that I'm not a very big fan of to get through. Okay, so let's see here. Let's just start by flooding. Might break out the heat gun here. We'll take a look at the other side after we're done. You want to make sure that you get a good flow. You want to try to let it flow through to the other side. And usually you could see the solder kind of glug or breathe. You could see it how it's kind of breathing on this one. All right, now this is the damaged guy. Okay. All right. Well, it's mounted now. I mean, that should be at least somewhat solid. I could always hit it with the heat gun again. Yeah, even our... Yeah, see that guy, and there's a bridge, but that's really not that big of a deal. Oops. Now I wanted to come over here, and I just wanted to inspect the legs, which you can't really see, but yeah, see like how there's no solder coming up on that one closest to me, but the one above it has a good chunk of solder. So that's the broken guy, but ports on there good enough. I'm not going to bother. I don't like to heat things up when I don't have to, and I don't really feel like I have to here. So now we've got to figure out maybe they fell out. I think they did. Yep, I think this is it. Yep, sure is. So shaking. Oh, can't lose that. That's the battery holder. Okay. Now let's try this again, shall we? And oh, well, shoot. I guess I was doing all of my soldering work without the camera out. I'm really good at that. Alright, so we're going to try this again. Now remember, ports go in first, front ports anyway, and then everything should just kind of drop into place. Let's grab this little Molex guy right there, and then you're out, you're out, you're out, you're out. Okay, cool. Let's get you reassembled here. Okay, got that guy hooked in. Got you hooked in. Oh yeah, I shouldn't. Definitely should not let that sit at 450 as long as I have. And then finally this little IPX all the way. IPX, IPL, I can never remember. I think it's IPL. This one I always need to tweeze and press because it's so tiny. I mean, yeah, besides the heatsink being in place, now I should probably put the hard drive in right here. Just in case. Am I crazy or is it just go like this? I go like that, honestly. Oh, yeah, I left a screw in it like an idiot. So I was right the original way. Oh, man, I am just dropping screws left and right today. Alright, so it's supposed to slide in. Like so. And then should just be able to thumb tighten this one, keep it into place. Yeah, okay. Just wanted to have that hooked in so that okay, so now the 5-volt line, and that is like this. So we just go ahead and plug you into the PSU, and that's my disk drive. I think it needs to have that to work, but we'll put that in. Okay, that's not really liking what I did, so let's pull you back out again. Okay. Now, all this is just not screwed together, so. Okay, so basically, now the crappy thing is buttons for this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to run this in a very weird way. Let's see here. I don't really want to have to. I guess I could put the heat clamp back on. Maybe I could just screw something in real fast. I just don't want the board to be flopping around while I'm kind of yanking it left and right. I don't know if these black screws are going to work or not, but they are, and it's for the time being. Now I'm just going to put one on the opposite side, and we should be good. And that should hold me in good enough for me to flip it around and feel confident the guts aren't going to fall out. Like so. Perfect. Okay, and then I could just think pretty sure that's the power button. Yeah, because it's got all the LEDs, so we're good there. Okay, so now we got to do the fun part, hooking the monitor and the power supply up. So we got this going. Okay. This is the first PS4 Slim I've ever worked on, so kind of feeling my way through the dark here. Now, do still kind of have this somewhat set up for from the Genesis that I did last time, but that's okay. We're using HDMI. And that plugged in just fine. Okay. Alrighty. Let's get the blue screen on the monitor going. And let's make sure you are into HDMI. You are. And now we gotta find the power socket. Got it. And we just gotta press this little tiny micro switch. And we got fan spin. No signal still. Black screen, which is what I was getting last time. Hey, there we go. So Yeah, we got a rocket ship of a fan going just simply because I've got literally no coolant. That thing overheated in an instant. Neat. Okay, well, that's kind of sort of expected. Expecting a little bit longer of a boot sequence than that, but that's okay. Oh Lord, yeah, that thing got hot. She's toasty. So let's go ahead and we're gonna prep her for final install, so to speak. I think I can safely say she's booting. I wasn't even getting the PlayStation logo last time. It would just sit there and never move from the black screen, but it was telling me it was getting a signal, which is great, which means things are working, but it was unsupported, so it was pumping it out in a resolution it did not know how to handle, or 0 resolution because the port was broken. Not really too sure on that one. To be quite honest, I really just don't know what ended up causing the HDMI to not be supported. So what we're going to do now, I should have all the screws up. So we are going to, wait, I do have all the screws up, right? Unplugged, 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 unplugged in the back. It should just lift up and, oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. Forgot. Oh, you always got to take the power supply out first. The 12-volt supply line and the 5-volt supply line are both lovely and sticky. Well, I won't say sticky, but they do work well, but both required to be pulled off. Come on now. So there we go. Got you pulled off, and then I should just be able to pull you from the power supply. Set you off to the side. Then I can pull the Mobo off. And we can get back to prepping you properly. Yeah, see, this stuff is not completely toast, but it's getting there. It's a little pasty. You want it to be more liquidy than anything, so grab that. So we got you cleaned off. Now I set that thermal pad aside. There it is. Okay. Just didn't know what I had done with it. All right. So we've got this guy. I feel like maybe I'm missing one, or is he still glued to the... Yes, perfect. All right, so these little... I don't know what these are. I don't think they're MOSFETs. There's way too many. And it's definitely not RAM. But the capacitors and the diodes and the inductors definitely suggest something to do with power management. Let's grab you. Put you back in your place. There you go. Nice and good. And we'll grab some fresh thermal paste here. and apply a generous amount. All you thermal paste commenters out there are probably cringing a little. That's fine. I like a nice, good solid snake across it. You know, there is a thing that's too much, but there's also a thing that's too little. And you're almost always better off going with a little bit too much versus not enough. Okay, so now we gotta hook you back together again. All right. So let's put you back on the chopping block. And then we're gonna hope those other thermal pads stay okay. Slot you into place here, like so. Real quick, want to fish this guy out a little bit like that. Let's do that and hold them into place. And then just slide and drop. Okay. These all come out pretty easy, so perfect. Perfection. That went on pretty good. So let's get you hooked back. And you. I don't even know why I'm trying to make that harder on me than I need to. Just these little blue tabs actually do a pretty good job for once. Sometimes they're useless. These actually seem to kind of be helpful. You just slide in your slot. You go in your slot. Again, I'm just making that way more difficult than I need to be. Oop. Nope. Let's make sure you are pushed back in. Yeah. I'm actually kind of used to doing this from the other side. There we go. Okay. And then plug you in. And we're going to get our hard drive back into place here. I think it's this one right here. Slides in like so. And then big old fat PlayStation screw will secure you. Good deal. You're nice and in place. And we could put this IPL back in. And I think that should be it for the board connections. And now I always and then I gotta hook the power supply in, and then when I screw that, I gotta remember to put back in the bracket to hold things. And I think just trying to see if I could spot it off the top of my head. Is it right there? I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and get the power supply put back into place here. And that'll give me an idea of where I need to mount this thing. Because these have their own special screws. You can see like right here, two right here. So one of these is going to need which one is it? But this one, I think it's this one's going to need it. Or is it that one? I think it's this one. So this guy. Right, because that screw comes up through here, and I think it goes just like this. Well, I thought it did. Use some spit, man. I've thought about that. Not only a swell lubricant, it does cool things down significantly. So it's weird. It's like, see where it's supposed to go, but it's not going there. What did I screw up? Shit, was this supposed to go in between? Oh man, I'll be slightly upset if that was the case, which it might actually say that, and it very well might be. God dang it. I don't want to have to take this off again. I'm going to have to. Fuck. Alright, I'm just double check on this, but I'm like 99% sure. Yep. Oh, no. Oh, thank God. I was looking at the wrong hole. Okay. Well, that makes a lot more sense, but it's supposed to go like that. It's supposed to go here. And this doesn't make any sense. Obviously, that's not going to work. So how does this... Alright, well, let's just go ahead and just undo all this crap again. Which now means I'm going to have to undo the power supply and the hard drive again. It's weird, on the FATs, that little bracket sits on the main board instead of in between, which is where I think they go. I might have to look it up, but well, we'll see. I have it. That's the most important part. You don't want to lose it, because otherwise you won't be able to fasten one side of the power supply, unfortunately. There we go. Put you up. Now let's get the 5-volt line off. Stick you back into a holding spot again. Okay, let's see here. Now, the spot in question is right here. Let's pull you off. Which is, I think our thermal paste application should be fine. Now, the screw is supposed to come like right there. Does it like just hook over like this? I mean, I guess that sort of makes sense, but not really. That doesn't make much sense. I mean, that would work, but still doesn't make any sense to me. Like this. Wait, actually, in that. Oh, no, that doesn't make any sense because then it's not in the right spot. And then that doesn't make. So that's the only spot that makes sense, but it doesn't even still make sense here because it's like one side of this isn't hooked onto anything. Well, maybe I'm just wrong. I mean, it looks okay from the bottom, but do we try it? See, that doesn't seem right. No, that doesn't. That really doesn't feel right. I'll be real honest with you. I might have to go look this up because I don't. Yeah, I don't want to like. This should sit flat, and it's not sitting flat. So that's not in. That's not in the right spot. And see. That wouldn't be right. This is definitely not right. It wouldn't even sit flat if I did it that way, would it? This is literally the only thing that makes sense to it working, but unless... Oh, and I lost... Oh, there, it's stuck on the thing, which is fine. I was thinking maybe it'd sit like that, but that's not going to work. So that lies flat. And this is supposed to hook where? I am literally going to have to look this up because F if I know, because it's supposed to sit just like that. So unless this is meant for the top metal sheeting, which it could be, but I don't think so. So it goes like that. I lost a thermal pad on the ground. just do ourselves a favor here. Well, probably a bad idea, honestly. I'll have to pull this board off anyhow. Maybe I'm wrong, because I am seeing some threading in this shielding here. Alright, so there's all the thermal pads for the RAM. But if we look over, take this off, and that stuck to my finger. So when we lay this down flat, I can see that there's threading there. Where did that go? Maybe I'm wrong. That went somewhere though. That just didn't fall off out of nowhere. Oh, look at that. We're supposed to hook these in last, huh? Okay. And the wiring. Okay. Oh, that's right. That's right. And so we've still got one stuck. I rightfully don't know where that went. I really don't feel like putting half this thing together again to figure out where it went. But I might have to. I might just say screw it. At this point. Maybe we'll just try it. I don't know. You know, like. Maybe we just try it. So I know basically what's going to happen. So I'm going to get all this put together again, and then I'm going to finally figure out what is what. Try not to let any of these screws escape me. You will not this time. Grab you. Okay. Should be good there. And if I pull you off to the side, I think it goes like this. Just like so. Oh, I guess I need to wait on this hard drive screw. Probably could have just waited to put this one until the end. Might have to, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Pull the hard drive out again here. Yeah, she's stuck. There we go. Do this. Let's untrap all these ribbons here real fast. Still feels a little not right, but maybe I'm just seeing things here. Sometimes these metal shield, here we go. Sometimes they flex a little bit. All right, so if we slide the hard drive back in, maybe we just wait on that. I think we're just going to wait on the hard drive until the very end. Make sure we've got everything fastened down first. So I am going to have to... So now I want to just double check here. Before I go crazy and... Oh, fuck me, man. Okay, first of all, these Torx bit. I mean, that's screwed down. She came on through. And that's a screw hole on the other side, so I really don't effing know where the heck that one went. So we've got another long screw. Let's try it on the other side here. This doesn't feel right. That is definitely not right. Because that goes all the way through the hard drive, and it still says it has room to go. So I'm wondering... That's a very interesting conundrum here. There's no way this goes here, right? No. Oh, wait a minute. Am I an idiot? Hold on a minute. Something's funky here. So basically, this needs to come out. Forgot about this little aluminum thing. But I don't remember. The only other thing I can think of. So that works there. So I do have this one here. And two small ones. Now this guy, I think this is the one that goes here. So that should secure the... Now where do these go though? So these are Phillips. I guess I should have taken some photos, but shit. I didn't think it was going to be this hard. These go here? Okay. And then this guy? Okay. But that leaves me with one giant long ass screw that, unless it's this guy right here, which it very well could be. Doesn't feel, oh, maybe that's where you went, huh? Maybe. It would help if I use the right screwdriver bit. Nope. You threaded just fine, but that's where that went. And that poked through right here, so there's no... Dude, I don't know where the heck that thing went or what it was for. But... I do believe we're good to hook up the cables now. So I can show you all what I'm doing. Let's try not to lose our screwdriver bits here. Kind of important. This is the IPL, which kind of got squished here, but we should be okay. So we're gonna route stuff. See this piece of white tape here? Basically, flip you up and plop. There we go. So that's back where that should be. This guy goes right here. Thought these ribbon cables felt too easy to get in. A little shielding adds a little tiny bump. This is the only ZIF socket. Another friction fit. Fortunately, that one's a lot the easiest one. Well, I'll say that, but okay. And last but not least, let's just make sure. All right, let's just do this the easy way here. I need some coffee too, man. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Got some brain juice going. Needed that. Let's try. What's this do? Oh, neat. I don't want to. Why'd it make me do that? That's fucking stupid. Okay, I don't want to do that. And if I do this, it's gonna. There's the docs menu on the menu bar. Stats. Chat. Why won't this dock? Close that. Okay, that's fine. There we go. Now I got my chat window docked again for a little experiment that went awry. I do have a photo, thankfully. Because this one is a freaking joy to screw back together, because there's like 3 different size freaking screws. So I think we'll start with the black ones here, and the black ones seem to black one. Let's get this looking like I have it in the photo, and that is like so. And then we got this it right here. Yes. Okay. I have a feeling we're going to be missing screws, but we shouldn't. We really shouldn't. Oh, and this one uses a Phillips head. That's the other annoying thing they do. They switch between the Torx and the Phillips, and it's just like, bros, make your freaking mind up. What a pain in the butt it is to get these things apart, to be fair. Like, it's just... And then I've got these tiny, tiny ones, which, yeah, that's my own dang fault for not paying attention. I think they go here, though. Usually the shallow ones are really meant for just crimping an edge down. Really need to go buy myself a micro electric screwdriver. Yes, soldering iron, I know. So all of these are in fact black screws, but see, that one's not screwing now, which makes me wonder if that right there is where this thing went. I definitely don't have thicker black screws. To be quite honest, at this point, I don't care enough to go fix it. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so we've got So now that's a metal screw, but I can't, I got to zoom in to see if that's Torx or Phillips. That says Phillips. Okay. And the two back there, also Phillips. But the problem is I've got only, seeing, crap. So many of these tiny ones. I have 4 of them. Let's see. I'm thinking this is not, I think they go here to be quite honest, but yes, that's not right, so that's not right. What about you? That's right. So I think you should go here, right? Yes. So when you're fastening stuff down, if the screw never stops spinning, then you don't have a long enough screw. It should stop eventually. Okay, that worked. I'm guessing the next one is going to go right here as well. Yep, that's that. See, and I got these 2 right here now. I'm looking. Nope, I'm wrong on that. These are black screws. Cool. Cool. Alright, so those are black screws. Let's get those put in place, I guess. Well, there goes my theory of infinite spin, but usually that's the case. Okay, and then we've got a silver screw up the side of that. Is that an actual silver screw, which it feels like it is? Or is it one of those stupid mini ones? No, that worked. There. So then we've got another silver right here and then a black. Let's get the black one in place because I know this is correct. I'm pretty sure these 2 silver ones are at the bottom, but I could be wrong. So let's grab long silver. That went in okay. And I got another silver. Here. What is this? Meant for a small one. Let's try the small one. That one kind of went in a little funky. Let's try a small one here. Nope. Definitely meant for a big one. Right? Yes. Yep. Big one there. Probably another big one. Black screw in the corner of this guy right here. So I know you probably can't see this because it's off frame, but okay, I got you screwed in. Grab black one. Okay, and then Scrolling down my photo. Oh, okay, yes. So yeah, you can pay attention to the head of the screw. I can see that these are more flat, and the other ones are a little bit thicker. So these are two small ones, which makes sense. Mounting metal to metal. Okay, okay. Which makes me believe that these two right here, which are possibly also the tiny ones. Okay. Yeah, it would make sense. I got a rounded silver here. Getting this cage screwed down. Now, what do I have in the cage? Blacks? I think I do. Black screw there. God, I can't tell, but I'm pretty sure that's a black screw. Well, that scared me for a second because it wasn't biting. I think these are our last 3 black screws that we're going through right now. I should have maybe a black screw there. Can't tell. Those are definitely these guys. Okay, got that guy. No, I am forgetting. I did drop a screw earlier, so I guarantee you I'm going to be short one. Yep, because we've got 3 black screws, and I am short. I am short. So 3 black screws are supposed to go here. I drop one. Oh, yeah, there's this guy. So I guess I dropped a black one. Now I have 2 silvers left. Let's see here. Got silver there. Silver, 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 black. Oh, there you go. There's one. Silver right here. Anywhere that's got a little arrow that doesn't have a screw head in it is suspect. Now this guy right down here, I think is where that last silver goes. And I'm just kind of looking over the board real quick. Yeah, that's kind of suck about that one black screw. I'll poke my head down underneath again real fast. With the good... black screw in the middle there? It was. So maybe I am missing 2 black screws, but... Yeah, that's where that silver went. Okay. That does it for screws. We're good enough. Honestly, this thing is solid as a rock. Gotta say that actually kind of fits a lot nicer with some tension on top of it. Okay, so let's maybe see if we can get her to boot without shutting down. Be kind of fun. Would be kind of fun, would be kind of neat. Let's see if we can make that happen here. We're pretty close. I mean, definitely know it does boot, which is a good thing. That's a win in my book, because it wasn't booting before. Well, it wasn't showing video before. It was booting, because white light of death means everything's functional but the video. Okay, let's give you a pressy press. And no power. Did I not press the button right? Now I'm not getting any power. I'm confusion. So we know we got power here. Right, that is the right cable. You are plugged in, right? Very cool. No power. Okay, that's weird. Why did you go to no power? I don't understand. We literally had you working. Confused now, because very confused now. So did I just completely screw something up here, or what? What the heck? What the heck? Dude, if I have to take this goddamn heat shield off again, I'm gonna be so pissed. Dude, this thing was functional, so what the heck? What did I do wrong? What did I screw up? I know I plugged the 5-volt line back in, didn't I? The 12-volt line definitely feels like it's seated, because otherwise, what the heck? Would this even be grabbing onto? What are you stuck on? Okay, I am very confused now. This should not be screwed into anything. No, I just literally just unclipped the power supply from the top, which is not right. I don't want to do that, because I will get myself a very nasty shock. but it is stuck. Oh, why does my life have to always be so difficult? It's like it's trapped on a piece of plastic or something. I don't freaking know. I don't know what. There's no screw long enough that. I'm very much confusion here. Because this should 100% not be attached to anything. But it is not. Fine. Oh, did I forget to hook up a button cable or something? It's got to be it. Must have. No, these are all hooked in. That's hooked in. Aha! I think that was it. I think that was it. Did all that for nothing. And let's get you back into the frame here, just so y'all can either see my success or failure. And we'll try again. Ha ha ha! Just undid a ribbon cable. Oh no! Don't do this to me. We got the PlayStation logo before, I know it. Yes! Alright, so we gotta let this sit because it's doing a safe mode thing. I'm probably gonna have to go grab a controller here. Oh, boy. This is a journey. Zoomed out all the way. It is, okay. Alright, it's basically kind of going through some software checks right now, making sure everything's okay. There's the PlayStation logo. The fan is not sounding like a turbine, so I'm going to assume the thermal paste is fine. It says, this PS4 was not turned off properly before unplugging the AC power cord. If you unplug the power indicator, data loss, corruption, or damage might occur. Okay. Well, it's hard for you to see, but we do have a white light there next to my fingers. Obviously, we've got that going on the screen. So let's try maybe grabbing a controller here, and then I need a USB, micro USB cable, which I think I have one right here. Hopefully. Yes. Yes. This is a known working controller. So let us get you hooked in, I think, just right here. I want to shut it down properly. And I actually do want to see the home screen. That's interesting. Could be the USB cable. Okay, well that didn't work. Let's try this port maybe. Now this might just be a power only cable, which I think is the case here. Okay, that's not working. Let's go grab another one before I start freaking out here. Because if the USB is not working, then we've got more work to do on this thing, which is not going to happen today, I'll tell you what. Would kind of make sense given the... I was pretty sure these cables were fine, but now I've got to go find another one, which I actually literally just chopped one up the other day that I didn't think I was going to need. And I can't find... Is this one the one that I just used? I think so. So I think I used this one. So we're going to put this aside. Where's my big one? I definitely have one I know works. I just don't know what I did with it now. Which is another common reoccurring theme in my house. If you were unaware, I lose things a lot. I move that from a normal spot. Okay. Could try maybe this one. I think this one's a power only as well, but you know, doesn't hurt to try. They're so cheap these days. These are the only two on the front of the machine, so okay. Of course not. Well, shoot. So it's either the cable again, which I'm still not ruling out because these tiny ones are usually pretty junky. That should have worked though. Okay. It's USB-C. I think these are all USB-C, USB-C. Well, it's kind of hilarious because I'm usually always looking for a USB-C cable, and now I'm looking for micro USB. That's not gonna work. Here it is, I think. No, this one is just power. I know that for a fact. Well, shoot. Boy, do I feel dumb. Because That's a USB-C. Holy crap, where did I get all these USB-C cables from? Well, I was going to watch Counter-Strike Tournament, but that's not happening. Kind of realized I might get DMCA'd for it, so I quickly changed course on that idea. Well, shoot. I don't know what to do, because the one tried and true good cable I have has just walked off. And I know these, I think it's a problem with the USB port, quite honest, because I'm damn sure one of those cables oh, is this it? Nope, this is another. We'll try with this, but I'm sure that these ones are not data capable, they're just power. I bought these to charge some stuff with. I'm pretty damn convinced that they're nothing but pure power, because they're the breakaway type, and usually those don't actually carry data because of how they're designed. Huh, now I lost the controller. Oh. It's right here. Still kind of want to know where the heck my good one went to. That's USB-C. Makes me think I should probably just have a wired PS controller lying about, but alright, let's try you, even though I know you ain't gonna work. Let's see, this is charging now, but no data. Which is exactly what I was expecting, and I just lost that little piece, which I don't want to lose. I don't really have an adapter for it, so this isn't going to work. I'll throw you on here, maybe? Huh. It's hilarious because I usually never have problems finding a good micro USB cable. It's always USB-C that I'm struggling to find. And today we are having the exact. Oh, there it is. Okay, it was. Yeah, okay. Well, I know this one worked. So if this doesn't work, we have a problem. Okay, it's showing charging now. There we go. All those crappy USB cables are literally just power only. Oh, hello PS4. Let's go ahead. Fortnite, Fall Guys, Spotify, Cold War. Cool. Okay. So we're going to turn you off and exit you the correct way. Oh, thank God. That is amazing. Okay, well, that was a really, really easy fix. I highly suggest white lighted desks. That power supply is getting kind of toasty, but whatever. Because they're pretty easy for the most part, from what I could tell. And that guy went Back that way. No, it's not screwing in. Interesting. Oh, wait. Oh, thank God, because I was wrong on that. Had this thing turn around. Hey, come on, you. Uh-oh. Did I just permanently screw you up? No. Come on. Work with me here. It just went right through. Well, thankfully that's pretty easy determination of what's wrong. Now this should screw in just fine. And we put in the other one. Oh man, I'm a dummy. I is a dummy. These need Kabam. Huzzah. Ka-chow. Get in your home, fastener. Now you. Now, these two bastards are Phillips. Wonder if these even need to come out. I don't think these need to come out. I think these actually are what hold this to this. Or that just holds the power supply together. There we go. She is mainly assembled. Now we got to put the... Ooh, look at that. Well, there's a single black screw. So that means I'm only really missing the one. Now, is this the top? I think that was the top, right? And this was the bottom. Okay, so that's useless. This thing was like essentially pristine. So this is the bottom. This goes like this, right? Yeah, because that's the front, that's the back. So usually the way these clip on is on the other ones. Front to back fit. But this one it might be the other way around. Oh, wait. Why does that not feel right? It goes like this, I think. Oh yeah. I had that on wrong. Okay, so this is the bottom. Wonder if I do need to do it the opposite of this one. Oh, look at that. Okay. And then do I need to pull this tape down? Locate it properly. Okay. Got that. Much like its fat counterpart, slide the bottom case and the top case where you do the front side of it first. Which front side is the side that has the power and the reset buttons. Okay, and everything should kind of click on down. No, I did that, but to be as complete as possible, we are going to, at the very least, do this because I don't want to have an extra screw lying around. Okay, now I feel better. Just literally eating at my brain there. So the one thing I will say is that hard drive ribbon will get in your way, so just keep that in mind. Yeah, that slots in pretty easy, and then grab this cable, this little ribbon cable here, and slide it through. Try to slide it through. I slightly broke some of this plastic here, but okay. Well, I'm kind of dumb here, and well, shit, I lost. Uh-oh. That's not good. How did I lose my screwdriver bit, first of all? Right. That makes me kind of upset. I lost a screwdriver bit. How the hell did that happen? Well, it happens when you leave it inside the fucking case. No wonder that wasn't wanting to fit on right. And then I discovered I left like a dumbass. I don't know why I did this. I never do this. This is why I don't do this. That guy is the security screw for the case. Okay, so let's try this. What's this attempt number 3? So I have learned though that it is quite easy just to slide it in. There we go. That is coming through a lot better. And then I could just grab this little. I'll show you guys here in a second what I'm talking about. Okay, it's in. So like right here, this is a little ribbon that you can use to pull the hard drive with on these models, and it likes to get caught. Just be cognizant of it if you pull one apart yourself. And then we got you hooked back. Let's put you back in your home so I really don't lose you. No wonder that shit was not wanting to go back on. Screws do not belong in there. And then, unlike the fat versions, the slim versions are a single piece. Now, Sony goes to the front, obviously, because they wouldn't be vain. I guess I'm going to try front to back again. Maybe we should do back to front on this one. I'm not sure. Let's try back to front. Yeah, back to front. Back to front on the top, and then front to back on the bottom. Now I do have another plastic piece which hit the ground. There you go. So this little corner piece kind of sits over the hard drive and stuff. Keeps that looking pretty. And it is all just plastic clips pretty much. I did break a couple of them, unfortunately, when I was pulling it off, so it fits, but it's a little loose. It comes off easy. That's not really a bad thing. It's meant to come off so you can get to the hard drive, but yeah, you can see like it takes very little pressure to pop it off, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Why does that not feel right though? There's a bulge on the side of this case. I'm not sure why. Did I screw up the hard drive installation somehow? It is not happy about something, I'll tell you what. There's a little oh, okay. So the part that is not kind of broken is a clip. Okay, so this section's bulging out on me a little bit. Did I get that? No? No, I did not. See, I thought I had broken this, but I think it's just a clip now. Trying to see why you are being a literal son of a bitch. Can't frickin' see anything. Where's the far drift? Pull the top off, I can see a little bit better. Oh, that's why. Maybe? No? That's not why. Okay, well, I'm going to take this off again. I just don't like the way that's fitting. I know I'm doing something wrong here. Maybe I need to wait, take the hard drive out and put it in. Let's try that. I mean, I don't think that's the reason why, but we're going to do that. Because thankfully, this is a pretty easy process. And we probably should be putting the hard drive in last anyhow. Let's keep you over here. So you should pull off. There we go. I think that's all it was. Hard drive was kind of in slightly wonky. Now it doesn't want to slide in at all. Go like this maybe? Yeah. Have the hard drive in backwards. Okay, you're in. Alright, that's so not just food for thought, just wait for maybe make that your very second to last step and put the hard drive in as late as possible. Now I've got to figure out. Oh, thankfully. All right. That's always an adventure working on a model for the first time, but I did learn some really cool things, and the next one that I work on will hopefully go a lot smoother. I do have another PS4 Fat coming in on Tuesday. All right, put you back. And as we've learned, we find the Sony symbol, and then we go front to back, back to front on the top piece, and that just clips into place. And there we have it, folks. A fully functional, screwed back together in gorgeous condition PS4 Slim with a 1 terabyte hard drive. I'm hoping to get around 150 for this thing. Add it to my collection of PS4s, which I have built up over the past couple of weeks, because surprisingly people want me to fix them for them. So one of my PS4 Fats is going to Mr. Felchy Godrod. Another one's going to one of his buddies, also in Ohio. Then I've got a buddy down here who was expressing interest in one that I think is the one that's coming in on Tuesday. Is going to go to him. And then I've got the Roach Motel, which I don't really know what I'm going to do with that one. I might sell it for parts. Might not. I don't know. I might just see if I can get my money back on it. But I have to explain to anyone working on it or using it that it did have cockroaches in it at one point. Although thankfully it wasn't that bad. I mean, there's some shit in there that I'm going to have to clean out, but only one dead roach, which was nice to see. I will be right back. All right, so sorry about that. Had to go to the little boys' room. Now, these PS4 controllers, I'm going to see if I can set up a capture window so y'all can see them too. They had the unfortunate issue of... Oh, God dang it. Had that really just happen? So I have working buttons except for like 3 of them. One of which is the trigger button, and the other is the D-pad. And usually, from what I can tell, it's because this... Shoot, I gotta set that aside for later. Alright, so this pile of crap right here, these little things are actually what produce the input on a PS4. Now, I don't know why. Probably because it saved them some money. Is usually the reason why. Sony went back to a flex cable design for controller input because historically these things suck. I mean, they really suck. They're impossible to repair. They damage quite easily. It's just, yeah, they suck. I hate them. So I was quite surprised to see Sony going with them with their DS4 designs. I'm going to keep 2 out because I'm going to need them. Let's just, I don't know. Maybe I'll stick them right here for now. So they're just a real pain in the butt versus just putting the contacts on a PCB. I guess their thought was you would be able to maintain them. I don't know. I just know that when I saw that they used them, I was really disappointed. Anywho, I believe it's just... Is it just a Phillips? It's just a Phillips. Alright, let's grab a big boy. Might have to go down a size. Has some crust in it, but it's just a Phillips, right? Yeah, just a Phillips. With some gamer gunk in these, which is pretty expected. The snaps are a good sign, though. It generally means no one's been in here before me. But that does speak. I did want to see if I could do something here. So I'm going to maybe set up this Arduino scene. Do something else. Just delete this, I guess. I don't really need it. Might add it back later. Let's just do an application capture. Wait, is that audio capture? No, I don't need to do that. I need to... window capture? Let's try to see if I can get Chrome up for you guys. I meant to set this up yesterday and I completely forgot. So let's just do this. Okay, and then window. I open up this maybe. Yeah, see, like it's just not letting me add it. I have a pretty browser maybe. let's just do this real quick. Let me go gamepadtester.com. There we go. It's got a dash in it. Okay, so let's grab you. Let's set you up in OBS again. So is this even gonna work? Do this real quick. Yeah, see, it's not like actually letting me like scroll through it or whatever. If I hit start, what happens? Oh, that's cool. It was wrong. Wrong. Okay, this is not what I want. So I'll just get rid of this real quick. Yes, I want Chrome. This I don't want. I want you. I guess I should have probably looked at this before I started to stream, but hey, it's just see, I wanted to do window capture, but display capture maybe. Chrome. I don't think that's gonna be it though. What if we do this? Okay. What if I opened up? I have no idea if y'all are seeing that or not. Well, we'll roll with it for now. So I just wanted to show you the issues with each of these controllers before. Okay, so this is the one I have unscrewed. And if I hook you into my handy dandy powered hub here. Alright, and then I just got to press the PlayStation button. And it's not working. Huh. Oh, there we go. Okay. So there's the circle, there's the X, there's square, there's triangle, there's left shoulder, right trigger. I mean, right shoulder, right trigger, left shoulder, left trigger does not work. D-pad does not work. We can see that the clicking for the thumbsticks works. Both thumbsticks recognize. I might have to calibrate them. Look on the bottom right of B17. We can see that pressing the whatever the touch bar thing is called in works. And then both of the menu option, whatever you want to call them, work. So really we're looking at the trigger on the left hand side, and the D-pad is non-functional. Okay, so let's hide you, get back to this, and then we're gonna wonder if It's not working. Crap. What happened here? What happened here? I think we should be good. All right. Hello, squeaky cat. Well, Loki says hello. Anybody who plays games with me is very familiar with her voice. Anyways, so that's kind of the boring nitty-gritty of this, is that the flex is dead, most likely, and those buttons are not working, but everything else is functional, which is good. And I'm going to replace the joystick rubber. They're pretty gross. Okay, got that. These just kind of snap apart. Let's make sure I got all the screws out. I do. One of the older variations of these did require you to kind of do some other stuff, but I think these are fine. Okay, let's grab this. Get you shoved in there. It'd be better if I had my pick, but I'm not digging through my crap to find them. There we go. Come on now. Ah, you stupid thing. You snap back shit on me. Yeah, I did not have this much issue with you last time. Problem is that it's hard to... Come on. Try to get a good grip on this. Which is why I like to pick, but... Come on. I know it's just these... Try to get this wedged open here. There we go. Just got to break the clips or break them free anyway. No, I keep smashing them back together though. Why do you not want to pop off? You're just being a pain in my ass, aren't you? Okay, well, that's not really what I wanted to do, but I did it. And I most likely just ruined the controller, because the fucking trigger buttons have a spring, and that spring is no longer in play. So I just ruined this controller. It's always freaking neat. Cool. So it's kind of why I don't want to do what I just did. Because that thing is now 100% gone. Might get lucky. It might have landed on my desk somewhere. I mean, the one good thankful thing is I do actually have a spare parts controller. That I can use, which I wasn't really expecting. Oh, I got lucky. I got lucky, but I might have really This is not good. Don't know what that snapped off of. If it did snap off of anything. But good news, we found the spring. And then I don't want to lose this, so we're going to have to make sure that gets stuck with the screws there. Okay. Now, there we go. Okay, so this goes over here. I think that actually goes to the, yeah, maybe? No? We'll have to put a little bit of double-sided sticky tape on this stuff, on this battery. We're just looking around, make sure everything's okay. We're good to go. I'm probably gonna have to desolder the, well, I'm gonna try and avoid that, but not like it matters, but the less work I have to do, the better. Now, what is this actually hooked into? So my last one was just flopping around, but I actually don't. Oh, okay. So it's just little plastic clips on the side here, and it's shoved through some holes. Now let's take this PCB out. There's a ribbon up top. Make sure we flip the latch on that to start. Then we'll grab our tweeze and pull it out. Let's see here. I'm thinking this board is held in place by like a small Lego type connector, if I remember right. Yeah, let's just go ahead and keep using plastic tools versus metal. Okay, that's not coming off easy. No. Oh, yes, sir. Right in the middle of the frickin' board. JDM001. I think, if I'm lucky here, that is precisely what I need. So we've got to pull this mid-frame off, and then we expose the button flex. Now, first things first, is this going to work? And it is most likely not going to work because it is the wrong type. Yeah, see, and if I flip it over this way, which is not right, it's still the wrong type. Cool. So I have a whole bunch of these things that are just absolutely useless. Well, I guess what's getting returned. JDM001 is what I need. Now let's just go ahead and free up, just learn, teach yourselves. Thankfully I have working controllers to send to Felshi. These are just projects to work on. That is definitely not the right cable for me. I'll just go ahead and okay, so now how do I get it out of view? So this is literally the shoulder button assembly. And I'm guessing I'm going to have to pull it apart to expose the flex cable. Or I maybe just have to do this. Okay. Okay, so you can see the big difference in the replacement part versus what I bought. So top to bottom, side to side, we can see that. There you go. This goes to the right, this goes to the left. And then even if I flip it, it's still not going to fit. We can see here the offset. I mean, I'm going to hold on to these because I might get actual controllers that would match this pattern. But for now, this is definitely not going to work. Which is fine. It just kind of sucks because I was really hoping to make some progress on this today. And it looks like I am just going to have to button this one up. I'm going to open up the other one. Oh shoot, well I guess I didn't, I would have, I'm imagining it goes like this. I'm imagining I'm going to actually, let's just pull this off and just keep looking. So let's see here. Just kind of try to see what this is captured on. Oh, they just pull off. Okay. Well, that's easy enough. And then these just quite literally plop in their hole right here. I'm guessing this is how they go. I'd lay the cable in, and I would kind of seat these in the hole, maybe? Does this just fit over that lip? When I pull apart the next one, I'm going to take a better look at that. I think that's how it goes, though. No, maybe it does go the other way. No, it does go this way. So these two little rubber nubs here. Yep, there we go. There's one. Well, I got it for a second there, but there we go. So that's set, and then thought that's how it went. Does it go inside that? No. Usually these things like stretch over posts and stuff to hold them into place. That's looking like what it wants to do, but yeah, that is how it goes. And then, maybe not say that, but hmm. Hmm. I guess I should have paid better attention taking this apart. But food for thought for the next one. I was pretty sure that's how it went, but does that not slide over that? And does not slide over that? Hey, it's a fun day fitting plastic bits into other plastic bits. Wondering why they're not really fitting. So frustrating. I think part of me is just ultra frustrated at these things because I kind of got ripped off on them to begin with. The seller took me for a ride. Okay, well, that is not working the way I thought it was supposed to work. That's not how it goes. That's not how it goes. It has to go like this, but there's some little plastic step that I'm missing here. Oh, did I break that too? I think I did. That might be where that little piece came from. Yeah, that's great. I just literally just broke this entire thing. Cool. Yeah, this whole thing's fucked now. I'm not even bother fixing these things. Why are these things so hard to work on, man? Holy crap. Like, I just don't get it. so hard to frickin' work on for no reason at all. Alright, let's take the other one apart and see if we can learn from our mistakes here. You know, I got these things for, at least I got these things for relatively cheap. So, if I don't get it back together again, so what? Definitely haven't been opened before. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing with this guy real quick though. I won't bother to stream this because I just want to make sure this one is non-functional. So I know I got one in recently that was fine, and I don't want to take that one apart because if it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, this is the other one with the same issue. Nothing's working except for the D-pad and the shoulder buttons aren't working on this as well. Also, must have broken this up again. I really don't know what that's even coming from. At least this time I managed to not spring off the spring. I do seem to be missing. Oh, I lied. Yeah, this is the same thing, JDM 001 controller. So I'm going to have to find a working flex cable for it to fix it. Alright. So really what I was more interested in wanted to see. Yep. There's that spring. Some springs now. I'm somehow missing the trigger button here. Oh, look at that. Okay, so I was wrong. Or I was right. Now these things. Yeah, they just pull off. But then they don't want to go back on. And they do want to go back. Why the fuck did it not want to go back on the other one? Alright, well, that's easy enough. But that's just stupid. Like, well, we broke this one. Well, thankfully, I've got another mid-frame I could steal. Because that is not getting fixed. Did I have them on the wrong way or something? I don't think I did. Like, might work. Might be a little loose in there though. There's enough of a post that it... Okay, well, regardless, these are not going to be fixed today. So there is that. Unfortunately, there is no way for me to fix these, simply because I don't have the right parts for them. So I'm going to have to bag them up. And that means I have to find a good bag for them. I am completely out of gallon-size Ziplocs, dude. Jesus. What a day. I might have to call it after this just to stop the hurt. And plus I do have some chores I wanted to get done today. What time is it? It's 3:30. It is a good stopping point. So let's go ahead and try and find a decent bag for these frickin' things. Thought I might have had a spare Ziploc that hit the ground. Sometimes they do that on me. Go back through this giant mess over here and reclaim some space. Okay, well, that ain't gonna work. So we'll just do the Viva Deux. Ooh. Hey, this will work. Big old harps bags for the big parts, and then I'll bag up the small ones and hope we don't lose anything. I think that's the missing button. Okay, got you bagged up, and we're gonna you bagged up. We got PCBs, and then that big old plastic button hit the ground. I'll grab that. Okay. And there's our shoulder buttons. I think we got one still left on the console. Okay. These are our batteries and battery trays. Okay, we got that going. Now we have the two springs. Yes, sir. There's an extra button membrane. Alrighty, looking not too bad, not too bad. We've got all the parts. That's a good thing. We should be able to... Yeah, some guy was wanting to trade up a whole lot of retro stuff for an OLED tablet, and I was considering it, but I don't think I'm going to do it. Yeah, so let's get some baggies going here for these little parts and screws. like I said, thankfully I do have a single parts controller. I really want to know what I snapped these off of though. Feels like I didn't, but feels like I did at the same time. Alright. I guess just to make my life easier, I'll throw on the other ones too. So these are from the other controller right here. Bingo, bango. All these broken plastic clips because I honestly stopped really caring about these controllers a while ago. Okay, so let's just bundle you all up. And drop all those buttons in there. Drop that in there. Okay. Just to make my life somewhat easier. Because Lord knows if I'm ever going to get back to these things. Probably not. Now we've got a nice little controller bundle. Next week I think I want to work on some switches. Maybe even finally getting to this Xbox that I've had for months. Sitting and doing absolutely nothing. Because I really want to start working on it. Could work on the Sega today, but I'm thinking that's going to be a next week kind of thing. Because I'm legitimately kind of done for the day. Oh, hold on to these stupid button flex cables, because you never know. That's trash. Just throw that away. Go with the rest of the. Keep meaning to do. I keep skipping my mod Saturdays. I feel kind of bad about that, but there's a kind of Strike Major going on this week, and I was really more interested in watching that this week. So I sacrificed my mod day to do that. But hopefully at some point we'll get back to it. Anyways, well, we got the PS4 Slim going today at least, and then everything decided to fight me, and I just don't feel like dealing with it today. So, y'all have a good day, good weekend. It was good hanging out with you for a couple hours. Hopefully, anybody's still here enjoyed it, and maybe I'll see you back here next week. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and hopefully next Saturday I'll be back for more mods, and then next Sunday we'll continue the repair journey and hopefully get some more repairs in besides a very easy HDMI port swap. But hey, even that kind of fought me a little bit, but we got it going in the end. So PS4 Slim was fixed with a brand new HDMI port. We tore apart a couple of PS4 controllers to figure out I bought the wrong part, because I have a habit of buying parts before knowing exactly what I need. So there's that. And other than that, I will hopefully see you guys